Jackson Radio Show.
You get on your knee and you don't respect the American flag or the anthem, that's not being treated with respect. This has nothing to do with race or anything else. This has to do with respect for our country and respect for our flag.
Welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. Kevin Jackson Show, Fox News contributor, best-selling author. My latest book is Race Pimping. Go get it at racepimping.com. And the reason why I played that clip, that was Donald Trump being asked by the media about, what's this thing with the NFL? Is this what do you want to do here? And he's like, this has nothing to do with that. This has to do with respect. Respect for the flag. And then he dismisses him. Talked about it the other day. I wish you could see the video if you haven't seen it. It was just like, shut up. Y'all ain't going to make this different. Make this something that it isn't. And after I cover what I'm about to cover, which has to do with Paris, I want to talk about how the NFL is what the media wants you to believe about what's really going on with this. Who's really winning here, right? Is it Donald Trump? And you will, what I say to you will be unbelievable in terms of testing your sensibilities versus reality. And this is why you come here, because I challenge you to think for yourself. People ask me, Kevin, they're saying this or that. And I go, okay, well, let me ask you this. What do you see? And then people are like, well, I don't really see that. And I go, okay, then, so what you're telling me is somebody says that an object falls from the sky, and hits the ground. And then the left tells you there is no gravity. And you go, but the left is saying there's no gravity. And I go, yeah, but what did you see? Did you see the object fall from the sky? Yeah. What did it do? It hit the ground. What does that mean? It's gravity. So I'm trying to make you see the obvious. Because what the left does is what word am I looking for? Well, y'all looking at me like I'm crazy. They obscure. That's what I'm looking for. They obscure the obvious. They hide it from you. Sometimes they hide it in plain sight. They'll tell you, hey, these illegals are good for you. And you're like, really? They are? Yeah. If you bring in illegals, your economy booms. And you go, oh, well, okay. And how could you possibly believe that? And I say to you, okay, well, let's just put it down to your level. If I come to your house and I come stay and I just come in, you come home one day from the baseball game and the kids are like, who's that, Daddy? And you're like, I don't even know this black dude. And I'm eating your Cheetos, and making myself some salsa, and I've got my feet kicked up or whatever. And they go, what's going on? Did he ask his wife, did you leave the washing machine on? No, that was me. I'm just washing some old clothes I brought. I was smelling pretty ripe when I got here. Took a shower too. I mean, have I made you money? I mean, it doesn't even make basic sense to bring these people over. I can talk to you about refugee resettlement, and I can show you statistics that show that since we started all this dispersion of Muslims around the globe, we've increased terrorism exponentially. It's not even a question of how it's happened. I mean, the more Muslim expansion, the more terrorism. Period. The more leftism, the more school shootings, the more suicides. I could give you stats that would make you say, we need to ban leftism. It's crazy to even consider anything else. But but here's the thing. I don't want to ban leftism. You got to have a little bit of crazy. You got to know what you're dealing with. But do we have to have 50% of the nation be crazy? No. 20% of the nation that's crazy is bad enough. See, it used to be we were 80-20. Pretty much everybody was pro-American, and there were 20% of the people that found something to be mad about. Now it's 50. What do you say when it's 52, 55, 60? You're toast. So this is one of the most it's not one of the most. This is the most critical time in the history of this country. I tell you guys all the time. You don't have to believe me, but it's true. You're in the midst of the biggest civil war. You think the Civil War was fought in the mid-1800s. The Civil War that was fought in the mid-1800s looks like playground fights comparing to what it is today. The Civil War that you're fighting today is a fight for your very existence, your way of life, the lives of your kids. We're not talking about black folks. We're talking about everybody in this country that shares your ideology. And when I tell you this, people, oh, come on, Kevin. Okay, so the lady who said that Trump people, she said, pray that only Trump tards died. Do you believe that woman cares 1 ounce about you if she knows your politics? The other guy who said it's just white on white crime, that's just community organizing. Really? The woman who said it's country music folk. Who cares? I'm sorry to tell you, I don't have any sympathy for them dying. These are the people that you don't believe you're in a civil war with? The people that want to take a handful of folks that are lying about what's going on. I'm talking about these NFL kneelers. They want to take them and they want to say, these kids are bringing up the real America. That's a lie. But they want to exalt them. I want you to think about it this way. When you look at the civil rights icons of what yesteryear versus what the left will tell you is an icon today, I want you to picture Michael Brown Jr. in a picture next to Martin Luther King. Now, the left today want you to believe that those two men are equal. Does that give you an idea of how distorted and twisted they are? Does that give you an idea of the civil war that you're fighting? They want you to believe that, what's his name? Anthony Lamar Smith, the guy who tried to run over the cop in St. Louis. They want you to picture him next to Rosa Parks. I want you to picture him next to Rosa Parks. They want you to believe those two are equals. Yeah. And I could go on. All these people that have been killed, drug dealers, would-be cop killers, thieves, who knows what else, are the new civil rights icons, and they want you to forget your sensibilities. And they want you to say, yes, this heroin dealer who tried to run over a cop, he's the equivalent of an MLK or Rosa Parks or Medgar Evers. Do I really need to explain this? So I find this incredible that we believe that when these guys come to you and say something so insane that I got to explain it. I shouldn't have. There's nothing to explain here. That's lunacy at its height. And if you're not out there explaining it this way, shame on you. When these guys want to take a knee, these NFL, you should say, we're doing memes where we put an NFLer next to a veteran who's lost his legs. And we say, you let me know which one of these guys deserves respect. We put them next to statistics about blacks being killed and versus whites being killed and say, this is what you lean for. You lean for a lie. We call it civil wrongs. It's not civil rights. These are civil wrongs. To buy into this nonsense is to buy into all these crazy ideas. Oh, look, it's truly upside down world. Barack Obama's smart, right? That's what they tell you. Then the first thing you should do is go, let me go find out just how dumb he is. Because that's what I did. There was no secret to me. Kevin, he's the smartest guy. He's amazing. Have you heard him speak? That's like hearing some dummy who's from Britain because he talks like this. You go, oh my gosh, Kevin, he's amazing. Listen to him. That accent is crazy. That's what makes him smart. Because he goes, well, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. Well, what we need to do in America is we need to, bring in more refugees. Because the refugees, these people, they need a place to go. And, America need to show some compassion. And you're going, really? Okay, well, man, that was amazing. Or oral skill, or what is it? Oration skills. It was amazing. The way he said it. I'm sorry, it doesn't. I'm not impressed. The minute the left tells you something, you should just immediately go, how do you think I do interviews? I do interviews. They go, oh, such and such. That's a lie. Immediately, my mind goes, that's a lie. And then I respond back. Anyway, when we come back, I want to talk more about these NFL guys. And I want to talk about Paris. I got off track here. I apologize. But I want to talk about this because it's important. What they want projected didn't get sold.
Kevin Jackson
on the Black Sphere Radio Network.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.